Okay, this is our first simple example of ungraphing. Now, what in the world is ungraphing? Well, remember what graphing is. To give you an equation and you draw the graph. Ungraphing is where you are given the graph and you find the equation. I think a lot of times if someone just gives us a graph, that's hard. But if they give us a trig graph, it's actually shockingly easy. And we just want to take 2 minutes and go through a nice easy example. We'll see some harder examples tomorrow because the only changes we've made today have been vertical shifting and vertical stretching. Meanwhile, the idea is we've already graphed. The very first thing I want to do is if I see something like this, is I want to draw a frame. I like frames that go from top to top. I know that's a cosine frame. It's also very easy compared to trying to find the middle for sine. I'm just going to turn on the frame, and we have that frame, which is good. Now remember, what we need to do is we need to find the maximum and the minimum and the middle line, right? So I'm just going to make a little note here for the maximum. In general, if someone hands me a graph, I'm just going to try to guess at it. With Desmos, this isn't so bad. I'm just going to go to the highest point, click on it, and see that the maximum is 26. So I'm just going to put a little 26. I'm going to add another little note. I want the minimum. So I'm going to go to the bottom point. It looks like it's at minus 60 anyways, but yep, it's at minus 60. So it's minus 60. Remember, we still need the middle line. Middle line, hold on, the middle is actually just another name for the average, right? So the middle line should just be 26 plus minus 60 divided by 2. That should be 34 divided by minus 34 divided by 2, so that should be equal to minus 17. And as we know from graphing, that's actually one of our coefficients. We also need the amplitude. Oops, I need to have a note for an amplitude. Here we go, amplitude. Now what is the amplitude? The amplitude is just the distance between the middle and the top. Well, the top was at 26. The middle is at minus 17, so it should be the top minus the middle, and we get something like 43. Now, once we get that, what we should be able to do is just write down the equation, because I know I'm supposed to start with cosine, right? It's gotten changed a little bit. Now, what's happened? The amplitude is how much it got stretched by, so I'm going to put a little 43 out here. And the middle line is how much it got moved up or down. So I'm going to put out a plus 17 here. And it's complaining about there we go. I wanted minus 17, I guess. There we go. And you can see that the graph that we had before and the graph we just found the equation of completely lined up, no matter how bad I screwed up with Desmos.